Alright. Ah! Ah! Am I gonna have to start dodging one cannon at a time? Because it looks like I'm gonna have to start dodging one cannon at a time. Assuming I can even do that. I have a feeling like I end up King's Questing myself after a while, is I'm going to put myself in a position where I'm just going to save state on the point where a cannon is going to launch right at me. Imagine trying to do this at age 11. And they thought you could do this. Well, maybe they didn't think you could do this with any character. They just weren't going to tell you which character to use. Alright. As I'm playing and also simultaneously I'm looking at the... I'm going to risk it at this point. Any kind of progress is good. Say, like, there's a DDR-style sequence to all of this. I'm almost at the top. Taking life, one cannon aimed directly at you at a time. Okay, it's finally happened. I finally accidentally loaded. Okay. Well, it could have been a lot worse. I'm hoping that the boss is right behind this door because he more than deserves to be. Alright. Ouch. Okay. I just had an enemy run past me at very high speed. The same guy as that was throwing barbells in the previous stage, but now he's just killing me. This is why they give you that one extra hit. It's a shame they didn't give you two. Not getting out of this with that extra hard intact, I know that. Oh great, we're Mega Man platforming now. I'm waiting for the cannons to come back into it. Alright, we're at the final boss. This has been quite a ride. I don't mind telling you, telling me. So Montana Max, once again, a character that was supposed to be an XP of Yosemite Sam, but actually a lot more inspired, is the fact that he's just this rich brat who has all this money and influence, and he uses that against the main characters. In great contrast to somebody like Yosemite Sam, who's a bully, despite just being perpetually poor. Okay. There's obviously a very loose pattern here. Alright. It actually might be good that I have plucky hair. Oh, drat. So even then, they start you out at the very beginning of the stage. Even if you lose to the boss. Oh. Okay, I meant to save state that. Well, there's no way I can botch myself enough so that I would go too far back, but... This could be unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to be dealing with a pretty obnoxious pattern here. See, where do they want me to go, Fresno? Fair. Okay, well, he was just a 3-hit too. Oh no, I erased my progress. I'm still doing this. Woo! Alright. Ding dong, the NES game is dead. Of course, they have to pull down a curtain that looks exactly like the one in Super Mario Bros. 3. Say, I'm sorry, Plucky is showing a lot of discoloration. Just that one section of the game not very well dealt with. But at any rate, we're done with it. Is that I have no idea what was going on. I actually suspected that maybe Twitch was actually having a few rolling outages there. But at any rate, you know, here we are seeing the somewhat meaningless ending. Heroes Plucky, Dizzy, Furball, and Hampton, who was supposed to be handing out extra lives, but actually didn't at all. Heroes Buster Bunny, Babs Bunny, and Acme characters. Not Acme University, not Acme Acres, Acme characters. Alright, well, gonna take a moment in order to rest the old opposable thumbs, and then we're going to be getting into the very next game that we're going to be playing. Alright, well, while I'm doing this, I can actually change the subject. So... Let me see. Is this a Brainy stream? No, this is Patrick. Alright. The end. Never been happier to see one. Okay. Okay. Take care of that. Okay, we're going to be having an ad coming up. I'm just going to go ahead and hit be right back right now, and then once we get back from the ad break, we're going to start SpongeBob, the Cosmic Shape. Be right back, folks. Okay, folks, we're back, and we've got SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake. So, um, either my internet connection or Twitch has been a little bit shaky, so I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to go right into this one. All right. So, the Cosmic Shake is that slightly after making a very prominent remake of Battle for Bikini Bottom, which some people consider to be the best game on the subject of SpongeBob SquarePants. They made an original game called The Cosmic Shake, which is basically SpongeBob in the multiverse, and now we're going to play it. That's the entirety of my intro for this one. Alright.
I forgot something. Now I'm really ready. Woo! I'm so excited to go to Glove World. I better meet up with Patrick before he forgets what day it is. Or who I am.
No, not you. Not today.
I mean, unlike Battle for Bikini Bottom, they actually do have Roger Bumpus as Squidward in this one.
This day will be about relaxation and inspiration. I am not to be disturbed on my precious day off. I will spend it with the love of my life. Myself. And my art, of course.
Sounds fun. Can I help?
For this, I need you to get something very important for me. Go away.
You know, take a hint, SpongeBob. Alright.
Back after my alarm goes off. I'm on a tight beauty sleep schedule.
Okay, well...
I wouldn't bother going that way if I were you, SpongeBob. Big traffic jam blocking the road up ahead.
Wow, I am having massive NPC problems here.
Food at the Krusty Krab.
They aren't. See for yourself.
I'm stuck here with the owners of rivaling restaurants, the Chum Bucket and Krusty Krab.
Seems like a perfect opportunity to start a documentary about Bikini Bottom's best restaurant.
A good idea. A movie about how delicious the Chum Bucket is would rake in millions.
I'll be rich, I'll rule the world!
Hey, you know I meant the Krusty Krab. Nobody goes to the Chum Bucket unless it's asked for directions away from it.
Anyway, officials are still investigating where the nails that caused this chaotic collision came from.
Maybe Mr. Krabs can help find the culprit. He did have a truck full of nails delivered the other day. He must know a lot about nails.
How to jump. A very important thing to learn if you're about to play a platformer. You know, pretty cute use of SpongeBob stock art, though.
Howdy, SpongeBob! You're up earlier than an insomniac rooster. In the mood for a little morning karate?
Love to, but we'll have to put some padding on that one, Sandy. Patrick and I are about to have the best day ever at Glove World. Do you want to come?
Thanks, but you ain't putting no glove on this squirrel. I'd rather seek the thrill of toning exercises and rubber duckies. But if you got a little time to spare, I could use your help hauling out some old junk from my yard.
Anything for you, Sandy. I'm ready to haul. Y'all.
Yeah, ask the literal sponge in order to do hard labor for you. Alright. Good morning, cool. We're playing SpongeBob. Yeah, we're playing the Cosmic Shake. As I was saying, is quite literally the game that came after Battle Bikini Bottom. And just more than likely using the exact same mechanics as it. Alright. How are you doing today, Queen Vampiress? Thank you very much for tuning in to the stream.
Great job, SpongeBob! My yard's looking fine as fur on a frog. Thanks for your help, and have fun with Patrick.
Fur on a frog, a fur on a frog. You know, I actually think I would like the look of that. Put that in my back pocket, use it for a tabletop sometime. I mean, I was spinning attack slightly before I had to hit the button, but...
My beloved Bikini Bottom, the most perfectly perfect place in
I'm doing alright. I had a little bit of a shutdown when I was playing Tiny Toons, which was the first game I played during this stream, but... I think everything is nice and stable now. Except for me.
3 hours later.
Look, Patrick. Cool kids. Hi. I wish I could do cool things.
This wagon just ominously appeared out of nowhere?
Who cares? Nah. Still not cool enough. Huh? Can I have this?
What, this old piece of magic and mystery? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Madame Cassandra, purveyor of long-lost treasures of the Seven Seas.
Say, it looks like
Magic
King Neptune's underachieving aunt or something.
into your dreams. They say with this unique bubble maker thingy, you can become whoever you want to be. Receive whatever you want to have. Just bubble your wish into the heavens. Not that it ever worked for me.
Okay, do you people realize what you're giving... who you might be giving cryptic mystical stuff to?
I wish? No. I wish? No. I wish... Okay, my first wish is on behalf of my very best friend who loves balloons. I wish for Patrick to have the biggest, ballooniest adventure of his life.
Oh, okay. As I know is that Patrick just kind of acts as the hub in this game, and he is always in the shape of a giant balloon throughout the entire thing. So, this is the explanation for that.
I wish that Squidward will finally be appreciated for his art.
What are you two up to?
Wait for it. I wish for the whole world to see how amazing Sandy is.
Thanks, SpongeBob! Nifty bubble!
3 hours later.
SpongeBob, what does it mean when it says, only those of innocent heart may harness the power of the mermaid tears?
What, and that doesn't usually refer to SpongeBob?
Hey, wait.
Does SpongeBob, like, sell poison milk to school children?
King Neptune, not for use by mortals. Use sparingly and with caution.
Patrick spontaneously gains the ability to read. Well, we've destroyed the very fabric of the universe at this point. I hope you're happy, SpongeBob. This is what you get for being a legacy character dating all the way back to 1998.
Who would have thought that a magic potion from a mysterious fortune teller in a sketchy wagon could backfire?
Yes, it was utterly unforeseeable. Wait a second! Patrick, you're a balloon!
I wish. If I were a balloon, I'd be able to do cool stuff like this. And this. And this.
You have an elastic fetish, Patrick.
See, SpongeBob? Oh, I am a balloon. That's probably why I've been feeling so bloated lately.
We need to find our friends and make sure they're all right.
Alright. These are
Squidward
collectibles.
is such an even-tempered fella, or he might get upset about this.
My rock! My beautiful giant rock! All that's left are my... Oh no! My giant sticky notes are gone too! Now how am I going to remind myself to buy more giant sticky notes?
Don't worry, Patrick. I'm sure those sticky notes are around here somewhere. Or there. Or over there.
Alright.
Put that jelly in my belly.
Ouch. Looks pretty broken.
Wait a minute. Maybe all this craziness is from one of Sandy's experiments gone wrong. I bet it's all her fault.
You know, I do like the notion that you can potentially do a plot with SpongeBob where he barely understands that he's responsible for the whole thing happening.
Oh yeah. That's the good stuff.
Okay, gliding attack. Okay, I don't personally know why you are capable of parachuting using a giant pizza box. Maybe they're making a direct reference to the gliders in Breath of the Wild. I don't know.
What are best friends for?
Okay, I have to double jump and then glide. That's a problem I've been having.
No, not the Krusty Krab. What will the brave people of Bikini Bottom eat now? And without
Maybe something healthy?
who will help them unburden their wallets?
You know,
I need to fix this.
maybe get yourself some kelp, a little bit of coral, a few pieces of plankton. Why not? Maybe get into that bottom feeding that everybody's into these days. All right. Left stick and B to dodge. Okay.
Fish like this.
Okay. Well, once again, there was a dodging mechanic in Battle for Bikini Bottom too, but, you know, they thought it prudent to just go ahead and change the animation for it again. SpongeBob, all about coming up with unique animations for things that have been done completely to death since 1998.
And our poor little spot is missing. You could have at least involved me. That's like, you know, my thing.
Oh no! Sorry, Plankton. We'll make things right again.
You have to fix this before someone besides me can take advantage of this chaos.
Correct.
Why are you repeating yourself? Is your hard drive skipping again?
Incorrect.
Yoo-hoo! Over here, my little blunders. My adorable cuties. You survived this calamity.
No, Madam Cassandra. We were just having fun, but we accidentally used too much of your magic bubble soap and destroyed Bikini Bottom. And now all of our friends are gone, and there's jelly everywhere, and... Well, I miss my Care Bear!
You know, there's got to be a million times that SpongeBob has imperiled his own pet, yet he never feels this much remorse when it happens.
Jelly, SpongeBob. It's cosmic jelly, the glue of reality. Your bubble stravaganza must have blown holes through the universe.
I don't know why they didn't call this the Cosmic Jelly and instead called it the Cosmic Shake.
That was gonna be my first guess.
You have to bring me as much of it as you can gather so I can study it and, help reverse the mess you've created. After all, I'm at least partially responsible, giving you such a powerful potion by accident.
Makes sense to me.
No questions here.
Excellent. Now jump into the portals that opened up all over town. I can use some of the jelly to tailor cosmic costumes for you, each linked to one portal. The more jelly you bring, the more portals we can pass. Are you ready?
This really is a kids game because they have combine the costume system with the travel system. Squarest pants I ever done did see.
Portal that suits your costume. Once you have located your friends, you can use the magic bubble wand to return them home.
All right.
Oh,
I look like some kind of past old cattle rancher.
I wonder if there's a name for something like that.
One of our friends might be on the other side of this portal. Come on, Patrick. We have to rescue them. It's our friendship duty.
Well, that and then this is all our fault, but... Okay. Hold down the Y button. Because this is a new game, and new games make you hold down buttons. SpongeBob has got that floating in the midair, just like Spyro thing going for him.
I have a strong feeling we're not Bikini Bottom anymore. Looks more like the Wild West.
All right.
Yoink.
Juice.
Oh, sorry, partner. I'm looking for my pal, Mr. Krabs. About yay high, red, likes money.
Crab problem, eh? I reckon you're going to want to talk to the sheriff in Manta Fe.
All right.
Shoot, what ride?
Yeah, let's get in line and ride it again.
All right.
I don't get what Cassandra wants.
Now you remember your Fairly Odd Parents. The line is the ride, Patrick.
Jelly sandwiches.
Patrick, Cassandra knows what she's doing. If she says bringing her jelly will help get our friends back, then bring her jelly we shall. I think he lost his pants. Sorry, nothing personal.
Okay, I'm gonna get the hang of this gliding thing any moment now.
So gooey.
Alright. I have preemptively broke the platform that I needed to cross. Is it gonna respawn? There we go. Maybe that's a reference to the Krusty Krab pizza episode. Maybe he actually did glide using a pizza box at one point.
What is it, SpongeBob? What do you see? Water? Soda? Is soda water? What do you see? Barnacles! It's so small! We'll never fit in there! Why do we have to be so big?
Oh, it's not small, Patrick.
It's not?
It's just very, very far away. We're safe, Patrick! It's Mrs. Puff! If anyone knows where Mr. Krabs is, it's her.
You know all of those times where it's implied that Mrs. Puff is some kind of disguised criminal? In alternate universes, it doesn't have to be a disguise.
Huh. Maybe we can take this path later. But who knows? Maybe not.
Alright. No, I don't get to go astray and, you know, find bonuses. I have to go on to the path that the game is telling me to.
Feeling better already.
So true.
Alright. A little bit of SpongeBob Pilot Wings going on here. There was a lot of long winding paths like this in Battle for Bikini Bottom as well.
What's this luggage doing in the middle of the desert?
I think it dropped from Mrs. Puff's carriage.
Look, more loose luggage. How do we get across?
I think that's a pup.
Say a bubble button. Alright. I used the right bumper in order to bump the bubble button. That's how I progress through the game. Alright. Wow. That is an uncharacteristically smart joke for SpongeBob.
I feel like I've had several near-death experiences on this ranch before.
Yeah, it's the Wild West for you.
Alright. Mrs. Puff's Riding Ranch as opposed to boating school. That one's actually pretty funny.
Howdy, strangers. You came here by foot? That's awfully dangerous. You could dry out in a heartbeat. I get puffy just thinking about it.
I get puffy after eating stale food.
Hi, my name's SpongeBob, and this balloon is Patrick. We're looking for our friend, Mr. Krabs, but he might not be called Mr. Krabs. He could be traveling under a different name.
Oh, like Jeremy.
Or Petunia.
Or Captain Claus.
Or Ronaldo.
A crab without a name, huh? Try Manta Fe. It's where everyone without something ends up.
Ah, that makes perfect sense.
Take a ride there?
This is a riding school.
These are like preemptive ghost towns, is that even if people are living there, they're not.
You could get there yourself with your own riding license.
My very own license.
Whenever you're ready, meet me by the seahorse. We'll see if you can stay on it all the way to Manta Fe.
Do you know the way to Manta Fe? They have a lot of space. There could be a place where I can stay. You know, hang on, I've got to be playing a SpongeBob game. I cannot be reenacting the work of the immortal Burt Bacharach.
Mrs. Puff, I mean teacher lady, I need to confess that I've been through this sort of thing before, and I'm not always the best test taker, so any chance we can skip this part?
Oh, nonsense, SpongeBob. A little rodeo never hurt anyone who survived it. Ready, set, and go!
No!
Okay, boost through objects with X.
Well done, SpongeBob. You scored 35.7 points. Go around! Keep on smashing!
Okay, I'm supposed to be smashing. I'm not actually being tested on this.
Oh dear, you have 6 points. Out of 7.
Only 1 point away from passing! Yay! Oh, can we repeat the test? It was so much fun.
Oh no, that's not necessary. I didn't know you had fun. Fun is worth an extra point. Here's your license.
Thanks, partner! A license! Yeehaw! Hey! Hold your horses!
I don't think she can.
This license only allows me to ride seahorses and seahorse-like animals, with the exception of... this doesn't say anything about boatmobiles. Well, once boatmobiles have been invented, I'll just have to take the test again.
I think there was a pretty good episode where SpongeBob actually did have a seahorse. And it might have made him forget about not having a boating license for a while.
Fun is killing me from all that riding you had to do.
Look, it's Sandy! I mean, it's the sheriff!
Now look what the snail dragged in. You may be yellow as mustard, but you got the bite.
Oh, don't bite. Too unsanitary. I'm looking for my friend, Mr. Krabs. Have you seen him? He's got big, beautiful eye stalks and tiny little legs.
I'm off duty for the dole, sweetie, but hey, if you can take me, I might look into your case. You in? Better get yourself a straw partner and make sure it sips straight. We're gonna have ourselves a nice little cactus soda showdown. There ain't a sea critter alive that can drink more soda than me. You're going down faster than
I would like to volunteer as a tribute.
Jelly Bandits! Ain't you fuller of surprises than my socks after a sandstorm? Taking on them jelly bandits like that?
Oh, that's actually a good one.
Really made up.
My socks after a sandstorm.
Salute!
Doesn't seem too hard.
Doggone it, we're out of cactus soda.
I mean, he absorbed all of that. You know, like he was some sort of porous object that was intended for the use of removing liquid from surfaces.
Since this red-handed bandits took over our cactus farms, we've been running low on supplies. Any chance you can go up to Cactus Hills and fetch some more cactus juice for us? The sooner we can finish our duel, the sooner I can solve your crab case.
Don't you worry, Sheriff. Deputy SpongeBob
And Balloon Deputy Patrick.
are on the case.
Alright.
I don't like cactuses. They're not even pretty. They're just green, juicy, and thorny. Like a cucumber that hurts your mouth when you eat it.
Don't worry, Patrick. We'll be out of here as soon as we find more cactus juice.
Uh-oh.
Here we are on a side fetch quest. We finally found the enemies with tartar sauce shooters. Right bumper to throw a bubble. Alright. Easy enough. That's what they're telling us to do. Just find the guys with bubbles and then pop them.
Maybe that kind of familiar-looking gentleman can point us in the right direction. Howdy, sir. I'm SpongeBob SquarePants. Have we met before?
Hey, cowboy. Sorry, you don't ring any bells. But I couldn't help but overhear you talking about entering the cactus beverage business. That demands a strong spine. I suggest hiring a consultant to guide you. For a wee share of, 70%? I'll tell you where to find the cacti with the most refreshing sap. Folks pay insane amounts of money for them. Since the shortage.
Hey, can you actually do that? Because everybody tells me that I am the most delicious sap. Ah!
70%?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say 70? I meant, 80, of course.
Now we're talking.
Just keep going till you reach them Cactine Hills. And don't ye scam your hard-working consultant. I'm only taking 90% of the business.
Come on, Patrick. Let's find those thorny cucumbers.
So, this has to be a SpongeBob game, so even though we found who we were looking for, it's going to take us a long time before SpongeBob even notices.
Cactine Hills. Spines, deadly heat, bandits, and quicksand. Enjoy!
This seems pretty dangerous, SpongeBob.
Maybe there's a seahorse around here in need of a licensed rider.
Maybe that cactus is way up there, huh?
Alright. I don't know if I was supposed to hit that block, but it seems like it.
Woo! Funny meeting you here. Just, checking on the barrels. You know, keeping them safe from bandits. There's juicy cacti. All around these parts. Now get!
This is it, Patrick. That juicy cactus gold awaits us. Yeet!
Oh!
Alright. Out here draining the cacti of their fluid. Oh.
Sticky sweet.
Well, I remember the bad guys in Battle for Bikini Bottom actually being a lot more formidable than this. I don't know what they were actually thinking about when they were trying to make this game. Things have the exact same traits as the other game, but it's all a little bit more, how should I put it, slower paced. I should have broken all of those boxes because I could have used them to hop up those two boxes and then get to that ledge, but oh well. First time problems. Alright.
Put that jelly in my belly.
Up. One nice little touch is that they add the sound effect for SpongeBob's footprints every time he steps in this game. Ow. Well, that was unfortunate. Hit the jellyfish right when it's ready to explode and junk and hit me. You play SpongeBob Kart on your Switch OLED? Oh, do you mean Nickelodeon Kart Racers? I used to have that one too. There, you know, at one point, the people who are making those games, I believe that's the publishing company Game Mill, they didn't used to license the voice actors in order to do those roles, but then they came out with the third version of the kart racer, and they also came out with the second version of the fighting game, and those had character voices in them, so it made them a lot better. Alright. You know, it's SpongeBob kart, or it's Ninja Turtles kart, or it's Ren and Stimpy kart, even if you're into that. Uh-oh. It's Garfield kart, too, because Garfield is just a Nickelodeon character now. Alright. Okay, tough balance beam.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
I had I should have guessed. They are referencing that one specific SpongeBob episode. I don't know if SpongeBob even makes jokes anymore. I think it just almost entirely makes references to itself. Well, that is hideous and horrifying to look at, even by TVY7 standards. And why was it wearing a hat from the Krusty Krab? That's... how was I... Oh. I think I had to defeat all enemies, then I can get on with the quest. There we go.
Come on! We gotta bring all this sap back to that.
They want everything in go-karts. Well, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Especially now, I don't have a Nintendo system. I'm playing almost everything exclusively through Steam, whether or not it's on my PC or if it's on my Steam Deck. So, you know, it doesn't hurt to actually have a good kart racer. Although I have a tendency to think that, you know, they don't really have too many good third-party kart racers. Right now, probably the kart racer I'm playing the most is the fan game Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers. You know, so it's a incredibly deep experience, but of course it's because it's a fan game, so it's full of its own mods.
Juice in the barrel yet?
Right now I've been playing a game called I think it's called Fast Penguin. Fast is spelled with 2 A's, and it's a game pretty similar to Fall Guys, but it is also a really fast-paced racer that reminds me a lot of Mario Kart when I'm playing it. Maybe it's called Fastest Penguin, but it also does have a funny spelling to it. I got that one together with my online VTuber buddy, Brace for Haste. So, since you're the mod here, Vampirus, can you hit exclamation point shoutout, exclamation point SO, Brace for Haste, and then put a clip up in the chat for me. Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. You're the best. Oh, gee. Well, I really screwed my opportunity to get that power-up up there because I broke some of the boxes. So I don't get a shortcut up there anymore. I'm going to have to go the full way around. Uh-oh. What was I supposed to do there? I was supposed to hit it with a bubble wand, probably. There are some wide open spaces in this game, and by that I mean areas of the game that have really no enemies or engagement. Just very long empty places that have a lot of platforming in them. Yeah, I'm looking up Fast Penguin game. It looks cool. Yeah, you should download it. It's free to play. It's a gacha, you know. Every time I play a gacha game, I just look for the one costume that I probably most want and then buy that and then leave it at that afterwards. Okay. It's just a standing platform, even though it looks like the trampoline platforms.
Some men are so crooked they can swallow a nail and spit up a corkscrew.
Hey, Plankton, is that you in there? You sound an awful lot like Plankton's voice actor, Doug Lawrence.
Some men are so crooked they can swallow a nail and spit up a corkscrew.
Yes, fascinating. You know, there's a necessity of this game to just kind of add, like, weird, screwy side moments, like the SpongeBob cartoon actually does. You know, but anytime you make a joke, in a video game, there's always a chance that it isn't received in the capacity that it should be. You know, I was one that grew up in the 16-bit days, so we had lots of games that were allegedly supposed to be funny, but weren't, like Clay Fighter. And, you know, even games like Earthworm Jim, they had, you know, some very cartoony moments in them. But it wasn't that they were funny, they were just really deeply embedded in their own creative vision. Alright. And that's all I gotta say about that.
I like it because it's squishy.
Does blowing a bubble work on the big guy? No, I don't think it does. I don't think they're even giving me the opportunity to blow the bubble in front of the big guy.
No more chafing.
Said, chill, SpongeBob, you just jumped. I hit the jump button and he said that line. Alright.
Oh, I'm gonna need more sat than that, boyo.
Every once in a while, I need to look up from all the boxes I'm crushing and see if it's a shortcut, so I can actually make use of the shortcuts. that they intentionally put here in hopes that this game is eventually going to be picked up for speedrunning. Okay, well, it's time for our next break. We're going to continue to play through. In the meantime, though, thank you everybody for staying tuned in.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Yeah.
I knew I could count on you, Patrick.
Say once again, this right here is a hazard that would have been devastating in Battle for Bikini Bottom, but here it's almost benign. Alright. Nice of them to put the impact point of that one jellyfish on the platform.
Who knew the desert was such a hazardous environment?
Well, not not a jellyfish, a blowfish. That blowfish's name is Hootie. And if you get that joke, you're exactly as old as I am.
Put that jelly in my belly.
Funny, very funny. That's what we're here to do. We're here to be funny. It's Extreme Toonsday.
That should cover my buns.
Alright. One thing I can appreciate about this game over Battle of Bikini Bottom is that all of this has been one long open world. I know that I would have gone to areas that were split by loading screens by now. But no, I'm getting through the entirety of the sequence all in one go. So, call that progress. Call that the advancement of video games.
Is it just me, or is everything in this place trying to hurt us?
There you are. There you are.
We milked those cactuses for all they were worth.
Ooh, more jelly.
Up. Okay, good. That was a shortcut back up. Sometimes those things are more valuable as platforms and collectibles. You know, SpongeBob, good to his mother. Because, the only thing that he needs in order to feel better is a clean pair of briefs.
Patrick, I think we've fallen down some kind of large, dark, worm-shaped cavern.
That means it was probably made by a ferocious, terrifying creature, like a goose.
Oh, now, am I afraid of running into a worm, or am I afraid of running into a goose?
Take me toward it. Wait, no, I'm not ready. Okay, now I'm ready.
You know, this is a trademark of a SpongeBob the game. You can go the straight way, Or you can go the jumping on lots of tiny breakable blocks platforms way.
I can't tell if we've gone this way yet. It's so dark.
Howdy, strangelings. What brings you to...
Hello, old man Jenkins, in an alternate role as a gold miner, who also is such an insignificant character that he doesn't merit actually being labeled old man Jenkins.
Well, I could let you use my elevator, but what's in it for me?
Anything you want. There's nothing that this amazing duo can't get.
Good. That darn Alaskan bullworm is obsessed with my gold. Knocks my shiny tooth out. Bam! Just like that. If you can get my tooth, I can get you up to the surface.
Alright. Seems like a fair trade. Although, if you're down here, I defy your ability to successfully get us back up to the surface. Okay. Another tiny narrow platforms jump going on right here. Make absolutely sure I don't accidentally hit the stomp button again. Big jelly blob at the end of that.
I like it because it's squishy.
If I was a tooth on the loose in the nest of a giant worm, where would I be?
Speaking as a slob who lives in a hole, I think something is living in this hole.
Okay, don't seem to be able to break that yet. Hello, arbitrary point in the middle of the whole game world.
That smell was not me. I swear.
Say, you get it? Because all these breakables over here are worm poop. Oh, there it is. Just standing out there. Menacingly!
Back to the miner before something comes looking for him.
I only ever seem to lose life when I'm fighting those big blob guys.
That should cover my buns.
Okay, where's my waypoint? My waypoint is way off of there, off of this to the side. There's still some enemies I have to beat, though. Okay, how do I get back up there? Oh, there's trampolines over there. Alright.
With a bit of gold nugget, you'd be worm food by now. But since you survived, did you find my tooth?
Do snails leave slime in the woods? Of course!
Whatever you say. The elevator's all yours, boys. Oh, and I don't know what you did down there, but it left a powerful stink on you.
All right, let's take that elevator. That should lift our spirits.
One loading screen later. Can you hurry it up, SpongeBob? We're running out of RAM on this PC. We managed to get in and out of the cavern without seeing the Alaskan bullworm, so I have a feeling that we're going to have one of those big, ugly Crash Bandicoot-style chase sequences now.
We got ourselves a train to catch. May I?
I mean, as long as you got the license, the seahorse will let you ride it.
Train and Mr. Krabs has to be on it. Hold on! Mr. Krabs is the red-handed bandit! We have to get closer so we can bring him home!
Do they want us to actually be using the dash to get to the center of the train, or is this just another rail sequence? Asking for a friend who is playing this game currently on stream. The sequences in these games are just so easy that they practically play themselves. You know, I'm just here playing subconsciously with my game controller. If there's a platform, yo, I'll hop on it. This is what I've been programmed to do since 1989. Oops. There was a funny animation of SpongeBob just giving up, but unfortunately it's kind of fruitless to do while I'm laying on a train track. And you know SpongeBob didn't get run over by the train either. Alright. Now that I think about it, those thin falling planks is actually a good place for me to use my stomp attack. Haven't used it for an awful lot just yet. Up. I ricocheted my bubble off of that wall right there.
No more taking.
I feel as though they assumed that I ran into the spike wall that was there, but you know, just dying from randomly placed single obstacles on the stage. Boy, there's a lot of those things.
Sweet Davy Jones locker, SpongeBob. I know you mean well, but you gotta let me stay. Please.
You're under arrest, red-handed bandit.
Like I was saying, SpongeBob, you gotta take me back. I beg you. This old soft shell won't last a day in jail.
Sorry, Sheriff. I'm taking this one in.
I sure should stop drinking so much cactus soda on the job.
Hey, what brand of cactuses do you happen to be using on that?
Oh, me boyo. That sure taught me a valuable lesson.
That it's not all about money?
What? No, no, oh, no, 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 no. It's always about money. But I did learn that I can't put a price on me Employee of the Month.
I'm here to help, Mr. Krabs. We'll find Pearl and the Krusty Krab and bring them back on the double.
That's a good lad. Now off you go. I'm sure you can get around a little faster now with those new riding skills of yours.
There are still a lot of friends to bring back home, Patrick. Let's ride!
Alright. So, that takes care of the opening of SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake. We're going to be back at 2 p.m. MST in order to play more of this game. And then afterwards, we're going to follow that up with some more gameplay in the MMO Toontown Corporate Clash. So, this is Extreme Toonsday. This is the longest day that I stream all week. And I bring you nothing but cartoon-based content. Talking of which, while we're going on our lunch break, I'm going to be running 2 hours of classic cartoons. So stay tuned for that if you're at all interested, but otherwise, thank you everybody for tuning into the stream. We'll be back at 2 o'clock with more of the Cosmic Shake. In the meantime, though, remember, B-R-A-I-N-Y means smart. Nothing is too hard if you use your head. Always be the change you want to see in the world. See you after the cartoons, everybody. Have a good day, and thank you very much for watching.